Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's lesson, we are going to view the report speech in a different way, in a different perspective. Verbal behavior, yes, with verbal behavior. I really advise you, or you had better look it up in the dictionary. It has a vast meaning, verbal behavior. Maybe it is the field of psychologists or pedagogues, etc. But here we are just going to focus on verbal behavior in reporting. In reporting someone else's original words, original sentences. Yes, let's see what verbal behavior is in our lesson. Okay. Now, trip 5, report speech as verbal behavior. This is the explanation. A normal and original speech, as you know, can either be reported virtually word by word, yeah, this is direct speech, or it can be summarized as verbal behavior as indirect speech. Verbal behavior is the exact meaning of what someone said, not the exact word. So what matters here is the message, the meaning, okay? To convey the meaning, to be able to give, transfer the meaning of the words of someone. Okay, how? Let's see how it will be. Yes, it will be with these, by using these words. Especially tell is the most famous one. But instead of saying tell according to the situation of the sentence, we can use order, for example. Command, ask, beg, request, suggest, urge, remind, warn, advise, recommend, invite, etc., etc. Okay. Yes, depending on the meaning or the message of the directly reported sentence. For example, he advised me to think about the realities of life. So, of course, we can say he told me to think about the realities of life. Okay. For example, again, number 1, he said, please give me a ticket. Okay. So we can say he told them to give him a ticket, or he begged them to give him a ticket. So as you see, there is a demand here, but there is a way of expressing that demand kindly. Okay, so we say he begged them to give him a ticket. Number 2, don't go near the working machines, functioning machines, she said. So do you feel the warning here in this sentence? Don't go near the working machines, she said. She warned them. Okay, instead of saying she told them, of course, it is 100% true. But this is more polite. This is politer, sorry. This is politer than saying she told them. She warned them not to go. She warned them not to go near the working machines. 3, go on, George, hit them, they said. So they urged George to hit them. Yes, here is a negative state, a negative situation. They urged George. Okay, they tempted. No, we cannot say. Also, tempt somebody to do something is true, but in temptation, there is no urging, there is no forcing, there is attraction. Yes, there is attraction. Okay, here they urged George to hit them. They forced George to hit them. Yes, urge is much better. Okay, I said, take the underground, stop going by bus. So I told him just it is possible to report it by using the word tell. I told him to take the underground and to stop going by bus. Okay. The expression let's usually expresses a suggestion and becomes suggest in indirect speech. Number 5, he said, let's stop mending the bike now together. Okay, let us stop mending the bike now and finish it later. So he suggest doing something. He suggested stopping, fixing the bikes, then and finishing it later. Yet he suggested finishing, fixing later. He suggested that, or okay, we can also use that clause. He suggested that they or we, because they are all together, we should, if you are in the group, for example, if he is in the group, he suggested that we should stop mending the bikes and finishing it later. They, I think, much better. He suggested that they should stop mending the bikes and finishing it later. He suggested that they stop fixing the bikes and finishing it later. Yes, this is a little bit complicated. We will study that kind of sentences in full presentation before finishing harmony 3. Why? Because after that clause, after some certain verbs, for example, suggest, demand, explain, etc., we can both use should, but we can omit should and use it without should, like this. He suggested that they stop, okay? Instead of saying they should stop, we can also say they stop fixing the bikes and finishing it later. Yes, this is valid for some certain verbs, including suggest. Okay, please pay attention to the reporting verbs. Okay, please, this is an explanation. Please pay attention to the reporting verbs. He accused me of. So we should memorize it. Accuse somebody of doing something. Okay. He accused me of destroying the greenhouse by saying, you destroyed the greenhouse. Okay. There is an accusation here. You destroyed the greenhouse. Yes. Or we can start, we can put this in the initial point. For example, you destroyed the greenhouse, so he accused me of destroying the greenhouse. He accused me of destroying or having destroyed. You are familiar. This type of expressing past actions. Okay. Now, number 2, Albert apologized for. Okay, this is really interesting. Apologize for doing something or for not doing something. Albert apologized for not paying back my money by saying, I am sorry, I couldn't pay back your money. So, Albert, we don't use sorry, for example. Albert apologized. Instead of using sorry here, adjective sorry, we express it in a verbal behavior like this. Albert apologized for not paying back my money. Okay, there is no sorry, there is no couldn't. 3. Banu advised me. Advise somebody to do something. Banu advised me to phone the embassy. Embassy means diplomatic office or service. By saying, you should phone the embassy. As you know it very well, should is used to express advice. You should phone the embassy. So Banu advised me to phone the embassy. Number 4, Ufuk agreed to solve the problem for me by saying, okay, I'll solve the problem for you. So we don't report Ufuk's sentence word by word, but we just report the meaning, the message of the sentence by saying, Ufuk agreed to solve the problem for me by saying, okay, I'll solve the problem for you. Bedri agreed that. So both forms are possible for the verb agree. Agree to do something, agree to do something, or agree that. Bedri agreed that he would travel with us by saying, yes, I will travel with you. Okay? So there is an agreeing here. Bedri agreed that he would travel with us by saying, I will, yes, I will travel with you. Okay, all right, I will travel with you. 6, please do not give harm to my flowers, she said to them. So, please do not give harm to my flowers, she said to them. She begged them not to, okay, not to give harm to her, sorry. She begged them not to give harm to their flowers. Okay, 7, the fish is stale, she said. So, attention please. She complained that the fish was stale, or she complained about the fish. Okay. The fish is stale, she said. She complained that the fish was stale. You are always pessimistic. Yeah, always, yes, always expresses a complaint. You are always pessimistic, he said to me. He complained to me about my always being pessimistic. She complained to me about my always being pessimistic. 9, try to ride the horse again and again, she said to him. So there is an encouragement here, motivation here. Try to ride the horse again and again. Do not give up, she said to him. So she encouraged him to ride the horse again and again. Okay, encourage somebody to do something. 10, the image says, make things happen. Yes, make things happen. 10, let's spend our whole day in Cyprus, she said to him. So she suggested doing something. She suggested spending their whole day in Cyprus. This is important here. Okay, for example, warn somebody to do something. Do not drink that water and don't wash your hands with it, he said to them. Okay, but now in indirect speech, he warned them not to drink that water and not to wash their hands with it. Would you like me to cook lunch? He said. So offer somebody to do something. Here is an offer. Would you like me to cook lunch? He said. He offered to cook lunch is enough, okay? Because with the expression, would you like me to cook lunch? We feel that, we see that there is an offer. So he offered me to cook lunch. 13, I'll certainly lend you as much money as you need next month, he said to us. So promise somebody to do something. These are really important. He promised me, he would, okay? He promised me he would lend me as much money as I needed the following month. 14, I will never be impolite to my friend. I will never be impolite to my friend, he said to the teacher. So he promised that he would never be impolite to his friend. 15, if you don't behave yourself, I'll punish you, she said to her. So she threatened her. To punish. She threatened her to punish if he didn't behave herself. Remember to send me an email when you arrive, she said. So she reminded me to send her an email when I arrived. 17, no, I didn't take your umbrella without her permission, he said. So deny doing something, okay? This is important, deny doing something. So he denied taking her umbrella without her permission. I didn't cheat her, he said. So he denied cheating her, okay? He denied cheating her, or he denied having cheated her as perfect. Okay. 19, you are always using the internet. There is a complaint. You never do the housework, he said Josephine. Josephine complained about his or her using the internet, and never doing the housework. Complain about doing something. Okay, yes, let's have our quiz now, and I hope it will be clear or clearer. It will be much clearer. Okay. Now, question 1. David said he would phone me today, but so far he hasn't. He hasn't phoned me. David said he would phone me today, but so far he hasn't phoned me. So C is true. 2, my mother blanked me to take part in the contest by saying, go ahead, take part in the contest. So go ahead, do it. You can do it. My mother encouraged me. Okay, my mother encouraged me to take part in the contest by saying, go ahead, take part in the contest. 3, Yusuf congratulated me on, congratulate somebody on doing something. Yusuf congratulated me on winning the final by saying, well done on winning the final. 4, Yasemin blamed me for, blame somebody for doing something. Yasemin blamed me for breaking the computer by saying you broke the computer. Okay. 5. Paula refused. Yes, Paula refused to help them by saying, no, I am not helping them. So refused to do something. Okay. Vocabulary: ripple means propagate, yes, like a moving wave. Radiate means manifest oneself in a glowing manner, send out rays or waves. Regard means esteem, respect, look, view, yes. Regard somebody, something as something, or view somebody or something as something. You know this. Okay. Get fed up with or be fed up with means get or be bored with someone or something. Look up to means if you look up to someone, especially someone older than you, you respect and admire them. Look up to someone means respect them. Look down on somebody or something means regard or treat as inferior, unimportant. Okay, so to humiliate, yes, humiliate someone, unimportant. Okay, the opposite of look up to is look down on. Can do as an adjective marked by a willingness to tackle a job and get it done. Yes. Identify with means relate to. Understand another by putting oneself psychologically in their place. Empathize with. Caliber, yes. Capacity of, compass of mind. Yes, caliber. Competence or competency, adequate qualification or capacity, proficiency. Yes. Confidence, if you have confidence in someone, you feel that you can trust them, you have faith in them, and it comes from the word confide in somebody, trust somebody, rely on somebody, reliance. Now, ripple. Cheerfulness rippled through Ferhat and then through the crowd. What feeling rippled through you then? Happiness, joyfulness rippled through me then. Rafet always radiates reliance. Yes. Confidence. Rafet always radiates honesty, radiates reliance. Rafet always radiates kindness. Who radiates courtesy? Yes, you can, of course, easily answer them. Let's make use of time and go ahead. Okay, Orhan regards Sinan as, views Sinan as, or looks at Sinan as his most difficult opponent. Whom do you regard as your most difficult opponent? I regard George as my most difficult opponent. Yes, Newman got fed up with being asked many questions. What did he get fed up with? Yes, you can make a sentence easily. Do you think he will get fed up with being criticized? Yes, I am sure he will get fed up with being criticized. Tahsin always looks up to. Yes, you can directly say Yasin always respects, without proposition, respects Turgay. Or in a more beautiful way, Tahsin always looks up to Turgay because Turgay is usually honest, successful, and reliable. Who looks down on Turgay and why? Yes, instead of Tahsin, let's put another name. Burhan looks down on Turgay because he thinks that Turgay is lazy. Yunus has a good can-do attitude. Okay, can-do attitude towards science as an adjective. Can-do attitude. Does he also have a good can-do attitude towards art? Yes, he does. Does he also have a good can-do attitude towards ethics? Yes, he does. So it is important to see can-do as an adjective before a noun. Okay, Polat has sometimes, Polat has sometimes identified himself with Köroğlu, a story character in Turkish literature. Yes. Who has usually identified himself with Karacaoğlan? Yes, instead of Polat, you can put another name and complete the sentence. How often have you identified yourself with Yunus Emre? I always have identified myself with Yunus Emre, a Turkish poet and a thinker. Yeah, thinker. Akif shares confidence. Akif shares confidence with Daud. Yes, share confidence with. Does he share the importance of caliber and competence with Daud? Yes, he does, or yes, he always shares the importance of caliber and competence with Daud. Do they share the faith in each other? Yes, because they confide in each other. There is a confidence between them. What other qualities do Akif and Daud share with each other? Yes, you can start with they also share kindness, resilience, persistence with each other. Furkan has confidence in Hasan. Does he have faith in or belief in himself? Yes, he also has faith in himself. Who lost faith in Burhan? Turgay lost faith in Burhan. Who lost confidence in themselves? Yakup and Furkan unfortunately lost confidence in themselves. Of course, it's important to have confidence in somebody or in ourselves as well possible. Who destroyed Hakan's faith in Cemal? Yes, his old friend destroyed Hakan's faith in Cemal. How did he restore his confidence in Cemal? By showing good positive verbal behavior towards him. He restored his confidence in Cemal by smiling, for example, by always smiling at him, by always showing a smiley face towards him. He restored his confidence in Cemal. Okay, docile, yes, is a good adjective. Ready to accept the good, easy to be taught, teachable. Yes. Docility, aptness, willingness, manageability. Of course, managing requires ability, but being managed also requires ability. Docilely, adverb. If someone has the quality of docile, he or she can learn something new better and easier and sooner. When can a person enforce, operate, or exert what he or she has learned? They can enforce, operate what they have learned after internalizing a knowledge. What can be said about continual learning and implementing? Of course, it is very essential. It is very essential to have a continual learning and implementing. Okay, mastering takes continuity, persistence. Yeah, mastering takes continuity, or persistence. Be committed, be dedicated to continual auspiciousness. Persevering means keeping doing auspicious things. These are really good expressions. Person of, this is also very important, and we emphasize. We have been emphasizing it from the very beginning of our courses. Person of, noun of, by saying noun of noun. Person of stature means person of high standing, a remarkable person. Yes. If someone is a person of stature, a person of honesty, a person of noun, yes, caliber, for example. If someone is a person of stature, is he or she a person of caliber, competence, and confidence as well? Yes, they are all. They are also a person of caliber, competence, and confidence as well. Each of them is, yes, each of them is a person of caliber, competence, etc., etc. What's more, is a nice expression, which is used instead of and. Yes, the connector and. Yes, it also means furthermore, or in addition, moreover. For example, Yunus can build the best bridge over the river. What's more, he can treat the people around with respect and tolerance. So you can put and instead of what's more, or you can put furthermore, in addition, or moreover. What's more, he can treat the people around with respect and tolerance. Of course, let me say it again. We will have a full presentation about and group conjunctions soon, yes, soon, in this harmony 3. Envision as a verb. Yes, a really beautiful verb. I really advise you to look it up in the dictionary as well. Yes, envision means conceive or see something within one's mind. Imagine, picture something, envision something. Yeah, picture here, verb. Picture something as something. Yes, just like consider something as something, imagine something as something, visualize something. Yeah. Those who can envision can change themselves and the world. Are they usually welcomed, appreciated, or unwelcomed, or rejected? Of course, they are usually welcomed if they can envision. Redress means dress again, one who or that which gives relief, a redresser set right as a wrong, oppression, injury by compensation or the punishment of the wrongdoer. Reformation, relief, redress means also means reformation, relief, remedy, amends, set right, correct, relieve, yes, heal. For example, I hope you will redress soon means I hope you will recover soon. Recover from your illness soon. I hope you will recover from your difficulty soon. Is it easy or difficult to redress a problem? Of course, it is difficult to redress a problem. Yes. Major as an adjective, considerable, huge, key, significant, or critical, main. Joining the speaking club made Ayhan a tactful person. What major life event made Furkan a mature person? Let's make a similar sentence by using gerund. graduating, or uh, buying a library made Furkan a major person, a considerable person, a key person, a significant person, a critical person. Okay. Can't get enough of something or somebody. Can't get. I can't get by saying, for example, I can't get enough of something or somebody. Enjoy something so much that you want more and more of it. You seem to like Abant, Lake Abant. Yes, you are right. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it means I enjoyed it very much. And I also want to visit, to come here more in the future. Okay, you seem to take more photos. Yes, you are right. I can't get enough of it, and I want to take more and more photographs here in Abant. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, and I wish you a beautiful day. See you next time.